Going into X3, one of the visions I had was to really leverage the Panasonic brand, to say, you know, we're Panasonic. It's got to look better, it's got to be bigger, brighter, higher def.
So what we set out to do was create a home theater environment, create an amazing passenger experience, but be totally uncompromising when it comes to passenger comfort. First thing that will hit you when you sit down in a Panasonic-equipped aircraft is picture quality. We've also given the maximum amount of real estate and comfort back to the passenger, with a lot of emphasis on industrial design, making sure that everything that's at the seat looks like it was intended to be there.
And so all of these things, in addition to just being easier to use and looks better, all of those things together create a new experience for the passenger.
X3 really builds on X2, which has been, you know, a very powerful and successful system, but is really focused on the aesthetics, on you know, new technologies of user interfaces, so capacitive touch and device technologies that make it much thinner and much lighter.
So if you can take weight out of the aircraft, you can take fuel burn out. With solid state and the latest silicon, you can increase reliability. We want to be able to go from an idea to onboard the aircraft as fast as humanly possible.
The in-flight entertainment system had been this kind of closed system of entertainment. You kind of loaded it a month ahead of time, the content stayed there.
It's about 45 days before a passenger would get a chance to see it. And we want to get that down without connectivity. We want to get that down to 15 days. And obviously with connectivity, we want to make it absolutely real time. Many of us sit at home with our laptop and our BlackBerry and we watch television and we listen to music. With the latest Panasonic systems, we can bring all of that together in one seamless experience, 30,000 feet in the air, anywhere in the world.
And so embedded in this new system, X3, is really a capability for developers to write applications that access the internet directly from the in-flight entertainment system. The key is passengers wanting to be able to access these very common applications, so instant messaging, Facebook, Twitter.
We started out in connectivity really for the IFE side. As we looked, we said, you know, what happens? What would you do different if you're connected to the ground as opposed to being just contained on the airplane?
Once you have this tremendous data pipe and the aircraft is just a node on your network, being able to push and pull data from that aircraft, you can really increase the operational effectiveness.
If I can have guys on the ground monitoring it so the crew never has to deal with a problem, that maintenance knows what the issue is. If there is an issue, they know when the airplane hits the ground it can be fixed. The basic advantage of Android is that it was developed as an environment for an embedded device, to be very robust, to be very standardized from a development standpoint, but have a lot of capability in it. It gives us standardized development tools. It gives us a large ecosystem of developers who are already experienced in it.
We've intentionally treated X3 as much more than just an entertainment system.
And so you need to have a system that's got tremendous flexibility and capability in it so that the airlines can then differentiate their product and give their own special brand experience to the passenger. And understanding and even storing from flight to flight what it is you like, whether that's food, whether that's drink, whether that's content that you want to view when you're on board the airplane.
My ultimate vision is that an airline would have the ability for having their web development team or other players, developers, who can change elements of what the passenger experience is pretty much in real time.
So being able to be perpetually connected to the passenger is the dream of every airline. Whether that's taking care of customer relationship management, whether it's actually being able to offer promotions in real time to passengers inbound to a destination, it becomes a much higher value and becomes a revenue source.
So you can imagine all the different types of things that you can now do from a seat back, whether it be concierge services or a restaurant service. You want to reserve a restaurant in the city that you're flying to.
What gets me up in the morning, I think, is the vision of the passenger walking away from the system saying, wow, that was cool.
So it's all about connections. It's about connecting the passenger to the airline. It's about the operational benefits of connecting the aircraft to the IT infrastructure. It's all about connecting the business and the pleasure of flying.